Hi everyone, welcome to Nonna Stitching Lounge with Rosie. I am Rosie and I come to you from Toronto, Ontario. Today I am going to do a yarn review comparison. It is technically part 4 of my Hobium versus ice yarn review. So I have two yarns that I bought because they were of the same makeup, same yardage, not the same cost, from Hobium and ice yarn. So I'm going to do, I was asked by a lot of the viewers when I was doing the comparison videos whether I would show some of the yarns up close and actually use them and then do a comparison. So the first yarn that I'm going to do a comparison for is the cashmere silks. So I bought a cashmere silk from Hobium, the Gazzal, and I bought it from Ice Yarns in the black. So I bought these two. So I'm going to just zoom in a little bit so that you can actually see the yarns better, and I'm going to show you what I have stitched with it so you can take a closer look. Okay, so let me just turn the camera down a bit. Hi. Okay, so this is the 30% merino, 20% cashmere, and the 50% silk. These two yarns are exactly the same. They both have 136 yards, and they both have the same makeup in them. Okay, they are both really squishy and soft. I can't say that they're any different that way. Okay, however, their prices were actually very similar. Even though I bought five, this came in a 5-pack and this came in a 4-pack. When you broke it down, I think the Hobium was only like 30 cents more expensive. So pretty much these yarns are pretty much identical in price and in makeup. Okay, so I've been using, I think it recommends a size 4.5. But I've been using a size 5.5. And if you watched my last video, you would have seen the top I made from the Italian La Fata Tutto Fare. So this is the pattern that you couldn't really see the pattern with the knit crate yarns I was using, but you can see it a little bit better here with the merino cashmere silk. Okay. This has been done with a 5.5 millimeter hook. It is really, really shiny and soft. The peach is, I don't know if you can see, there's a gleam on it. It's really quite soft looking and shiny. Then I went and I did a bit of the black on the same pattern using the same hook, and it is a little bit lacier. I don't know if you can see that. Just a little bit lacier, not much, but it did come out because the yarn is a little thinner. Now, I can't really compare the sheens to both of them because the black is black and it doesn't have as much of a sheen as the peach does. You can see the peach is really beautiful. It has a really nice sheen to it. So really, between these two yarns, other than a 36-cent price difference, the only difference is that the peach is a little bit thicker. But when you hook with it, when you crochet with it, it's not tremendously noticeable. Probably if I did more in the black, it would be. Now, when I go to frog it, they both frog just fine. There's no problem in frogging. Crocheting it is, you know, really smooth. I mean, it's just, both of them crochet wonderfully. The black is a little bit, like I said, looser because it's a little bit thinner for the 5.5 millimeter hook. You can say that the stitch is a little bit looser with the hook. So not much of a difference. I hope you can see the yarn. I'll just show a little bit more of a close-up again on how the pattern really, I mean, you can see the pattern obviously in both, but it's a little bit less holy in the peach, and the peach has a nice shine, but that could just be because it's peach. So I would say that these two yarns are pretty much identical, other than the black is a touch bit thinner. A touch bit thinner. I don't know if I can show it this way. Might. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that a little there. But they both crochet beautifully. They're both soft. I mean, it's nice yarn. The silk, the cashmere, the merino, it's nice. It's really nice. It wasn't cheap though. This yarn, this was $4.50 a ball. Both of them were about that price. The 4-pack for the ice yarns was $18, and the 5-pack for the Hobium was $24.20. Basically, per unit, it came to around the same amount of money. So, yeah, and they both had a lot of different colors, so I would say these ones were equal. So let me get another comparison, another two yarns, and for this video, okay? Okay, so I'm back with two other yarns that I bought that from my comparison video that were identical. So this is the Cartupu Suave. It is 100% acrylic, 191 yards. And this was $3.99 a skein, or $3 a skein. I'm sorry. Suave Cartupo, $3.99 a skein, and this is in the off-white. This is the Ice Yarns 100% acrylic Savor. Again, 191 yards, but it was $1.50 a skein. All right. Now the Cartupo actually has a center pool, so it came out very easy center pool. As you can see from the ice yarn, there is no center pool, and I created a whole bunch of yarn barf with it. Okay, but that could just be me. I finally found the end here somewhere. Oh, more yarn barf. Okay, but I finally found the end. And again, it's pretty much exactly the same yarn. This is half the price of this one. And but this has the center pool and this one doesn't. Now, when I compare softness, the ice yarns is definitely softer. It actually has a nice sheen to it. I don't know if you can see it. It's more teal, but it's showing in the camera blue. It has a really nice sheen. It not quite as sheeny as Caron Simply Soft, but it's really soft. It's way softer than Red Heart Super Saver. It's softer than Lion Brand's Pound of Love, and it's thicker than Lion Brand's Pound of Love for sure. It's pretty much the same thickness as a Super Saver, I would say. Now the thickness between the two, interestingly, even though they're exactly the same yardage and exactly the same fabric, the blue or the teal is actually thicker, which I found kind of interesting. Okay, I mean, I think it's maybe just more air in it because the yardage is the same. And it's also 100, let's see, 100 grams, and this is 100 grams. So I have 3.5 ounces. Yeah, so they're pretty much, they're identical. So I'm not sure why. I guess it just, all I can think of is that they put more air in this one. But when I go to crochet it, let's see, there we'll find the the center pool here on this one. I'm using a 5.5 here. It actually recommends a 4.5, a 3.5 to a 4, and I would say no way because it's too thick for that. And I like, I would actually use a 6. Normally, I would use a 6 in this. This is really quite thick, as you can see, for a 5.5. And I like a little bit more drape. So just to do a little bit of a swatch for you. So you can see, I don't know if you can see how thick it is. This is, I would say, a really thick 4, almost a 5. This is the Saver 100. So see how that's coming out with a double. Hopefully you can see that. And with this Hobium, again, I would not use the recommended 4.5, and it is a touch thinner. Not a hell of a lot, but it isn't as bulky as the Saver. Hopefully you can see that. Just doing a double. It just, when you knit it, crochet it, it has a little less bulk. Still pretty heavy though for a 4. So, I don't know, you can see it's a little bit thicker. Not much, but a little bit. I don't know. You really can't see, I don't think, from here. But otherwise, the only difference, this is a little bit thicker, it's a little bit softer, and it has a little bit more sheen to it. I would have expected this one would have a little more sheen. I don't know, it could be. It has a little bit of a sheen. You can't really see because it blows it out on the camera. But for double the price, I would not buy the Sauve. I would definitely buy the Saver 100 for acrylic. For $1.50, you can't go wrong, despite despite I couldn't get the center pool. But, you know, I love using my ball winder, so I would just wind it on it using a ball winder, but definitely thicker. So that's a little closer look on these yarns, and I have 5 more that I will do other videos with when I use them a little bit, so that you can actually see the difference. The other thing is that, oh, you know what? Look, okay, well, they frog fine. I think the Sauve is actually more splitty. Yeah, you can see, like, it's kind of unwinding a bit here. It looks a little splittier. Which is too bad. It shouldn't split. Not for this yarn. Yeah, a little bit splittier. So this one, you can't see that. It looks like it's wound a little bit tighter. Anyway, So that's it for my yarn review for today. I hope you liked it, and if you want me to do the other 5 yarns that I bought, please let me know, and I will do more yarn reviews and comparisons between the 2 Turkish companies. So thanks for watching, and ciao for now.